Well, welcome to the verse of the day. My name is Pastor David Prayer. I'm with Brewster Baptist Church, and I am so glad to be sharing with you the verse of the day. Well, this past Sunday, I gave a sermon on the Pentecost and the power of the Holy Spirit. And I really would invite you to check it out because it goes with all of our verses this week. And all you have to go to is go to brewsterbaptistchurch.org, click on messages, watch the message because it is very powerful. Well, let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought to yourself, what is the mission of the church? What are we supposed to do as disciples of Jesus Christ? I mean, really, that's a pretty cool question. It makes you think about things. See, Jesus gave the disciples a command, and it applies to us today. See, Jesus, he gathered his disciples, and they're at the point where Jesus is going to share this one key verse, this one command for the disciples. And it applies to us as well. See, Jesus knew that his ministry was coming to a close. And I want to read it to you. It's from Matthew 28, verses 18 through 20. It says, "Then Jesus came to them and said, 'All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always, to the very ends of this age.'" Well, Jesus gives his disciples and for us a command. And what's the command? He says, go and make disciples of all nations. Jesus wanted to extend his ministry, to move the ministry forward, and he knew that he had to rely upon the disciples. And he relies upon us to move everybody forward. But how do the disciples and how do we go about moving that ministry forward? And it's simply about sharing the good news. We are to be praising God. We are to be sharing our testimonies of how God has made a difference in our life. And we are to tell others about Jesus and how great he is. And that salvation only can come through him. It's not by works. It's not by our actions. It's not by how often we attend church. But it's by Jesus Christ. See, in Jesus' infinite wisdom, God trusted his disciples. He trusted us to move the church forward, and he uses this command. So just as a recap, one of our jobs is to go and make disciples, to reach the lost for him. Thanks for joining with me for the verse of the day and for this entire week. And I promise you, you'll see Pastor Doug Scalisi tomorrow for the verse of the day. Have a wonderful day.